Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be ranking Disney Dreamlight Valley characters that are in-game currently, and a few that are rumored to be added in the future. Quick disclaimer, these are just my opinions. These choices were not made based off of who these characters are or what they've done in their respective movies. It is based off of how I feel they behave towards me or what they've brought to the game. So let me explain my tiers first. Starting at the top for S rank, I have renamed it to Queens. These are the characters I'm headed to look for immediately when I need a buddy for gardening or whatever task I'm headed out to do for that day. Next for A tier, I've renamed it Besties. These are my runner-ups, but they just don't make the cut. In yellow, we have our B tier, which is our friends. I like them, but I'm more neutral towards them. Next is our C tier. I've named it Oh Yeah, because that's exactly what I sound like when I remember these characters are in the game. We have our D tier, which is I Don't Know You, which is a funny clip from King of the Hill.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
And that's exactly how I feel when I see these characters. Finally, at the bottom, we have our F tier, which I renamed to Banished because you've just been banished from my valley and I don't want to see you around here anymore. Alright, now that that's covered, I guess we're gonna start with the OGs first. We have Mickey, he's my friend, but he's my go-to for gardenings. So I think that makes us besties then. Next is my girl Minnie, and I know a lot of people were not a fan of her because what happened with her whole clay quest, but I was doing everything I could to get her, so I don't even remember collecting all that clay. So she's a queen. Next we have Vanellope. That is my girl. She is my spirit animal. I was so excited to get her. I love her candy house. I love that they still have her glitching. I love this girl. She is a queen. I feel like my next two opinions might be a bit controversial. So I know Stitch is very loved. I feel like we all knew or still know a few people who have such like a deep love for him. They have the pajamas, the phone case, everything, but don't get me wrong, he is adorable, but these opinions are in-game. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forget he exists. His house just blends into my beach so well, and I end up walking past him, and I don't feel like I see him very often in my valley. And then for Wally, we're just friends. I feel like he's also deeply loved, like Stitch, but when I've shown people the game on my Switch, I'm like, oh, look at all these cool characters you can unlock. Woody, Buzz, Ariel, and everyone's like, I'm usually just like, yeah, you want to see his house? And then that's it. They only care about Wally. So I like Wally, but he's just a friend. So Ariel, I have her in her human form, which is weird to say, but I do like her as a mermaid. I feel like I actually don't see her as much now, so I might turn her back into a mermaid, but I forget she exists, so I'm gonna put her with Stitch. I decided to put Ursula and Vanessa separate because they feel like two different beings to me. I like that they're giving every character a chance to be assigned a role because Ursula is so frustrating. Every time I run towards her, she swims to a new pond and I have to try to chase her down, and then oh my gosh. So she's banished because she's only Vanessa now. As for Vanessa, she's always serving looks, but she's blocked behind a moonstone paywall, but I feel like hers was more worth it than Wally's, so she's my friend. This one's funny for Remy. My mom hates rats, and I told her about this game because she's a big Disney fan. She just went to the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween, and of course she dressed up. I mean, she usually dresses up every time she goes. Like, she goes hard. But anyways, when I told her Remy was in the game and he had an important role because of his restaurant, she was like, I am not getting this game. I do not want to see him running around. And all I could think about was my mom at the beginning of the movie. She could not get past when they fall through the ceiling. So for my mom's sake, I'm banning Remy. For Scrooge, I just forget that he's able to leave the shop and do other things, so he's going in I Don't Know You, and emphasis on that's my purse towards him. For Simba, I don't know. I'm avoiding him. It's just like His head nod is low-key so annoying. I don't know if you guys seen that meme, but that's exactly how I feel when I saw him. So for that, I don't know you, I'm avoiding you. I also feel like Nala's just there, so we're just gonna put her next to her man. Scar can just be banished. I hate his house. It's so large and odd shaped. I like the concept, but I can just never find the right place to put it or how to decorate it. You know, for Fairy Godmother, I was like super hyped, wondering who was in the pumpkin house, and then, I don't know, she wasn't what I expected, and then I kind of just forgot she's there. Let's do a fun one. I love Olaf. Olaf is a queen. I have a like 3-foot tall Olaf. He is my favorite. I am so excited that he's in this game. Alright, I guess I'll do Toy Story. So for Woody, we're friends. I like the jokes where people are like, oh, I was running around trying to collect sugarcane, and then I started a conversation with Woody. I love Buzz. He is my go-to for gardening because he's so tiny, and I feel like his house is the easiest one to decorate. It's so fun, and I love seeing the way everyone decorates. He's a bestie. Moana's an oh yeah, because I honestly just forget about her. I check her boat often, but she gives me a similar vibe to Scrooge, where it's like, I forget you have more of a purpose, but I like her more than Scrooge, so I'm just gonna, and I think we can all agree. Honestly, Mirabelle is like an oh yeah. I just don't end up talking to her. I'll see her with all her butterflies and she looks like she's having the time of her life, and I don't want to interrupt, like, hey girl, let's go foraging. She doesn't deserve that. For Merlin, I don't really care for him. I don't know him. Maybe I'm not old enough for I think it's the Sword and the Stone movie. I guess that's just making my point. He's going in I don't know you because I just don't know him. Tell me how I just looked this up and this movie was released in 1963. Like, that is older than both of my parents. I understand that Mickey, Minnie, and others are all originally like very old, but I don't know. I thought The Sword and the Stone came out in like the 70s or the 80s. Moving on, this is another one I think we can all agree on. I know they like toned down his anger and whatnot, but I just wish he never did it, you know? Ooh, let's do my girls. I literally love these queens. I love them. I just hate that Elsa lives alone in a cave. It's so lame. We find Olaf in a cave, but he's allowed to move into the castle. I don't understand. I mean, Goofy's fun, but he's kind of just there for me. But where does he get all this money to be paying us? I mean, I love Kristoff. I literally want me and my husband to be Kristoff and Anna for Halloween one year, but I don't know, I think we're just friends. But I literally forget you exist in the game, so oh yeah. I just don't care for this man and the face he has 24/7. I saw a lot of people joking that the Belle we got is like the great value version, and although I'm not disagreeing that there's a noticeable difference between the cover photo and the Belle in game, I spent a while trying to specifically pick out the differences, and I really feel like it's just makeup. Like, she looks like her eyebrows are thicker on the cover photo. She has blush, lipstick, and her hair and everything is just more saturated and glossier, but still, I don't know this woman. She did not girl boss that hard. To be honest, me and Beast are just friends, but I love the fact that we have a greenhouse for flowers now. That's so amazing. Mother Gothel is also just a friend. I mean, this girl is always serving looks, I can't lie, and she's just giving me Leo energy, and I can't hate on it, so. Now we're starting to head into a little unconfirmed territory, but if you ask me, Rapunzel is literally confirmed. Her house is on the cover of the game. I mean, unless they're gonna pull a Disney World on her. So I'm excited, but I feel like Gameloft hasn't done us dirty yet, so me and Rapunzel are besties. If Timon comes to the game, I feel like he'll have a similar meme arc as Woody, and we'll all be like, damn, I thought he was some sugar cane, and now I've started a daily conversation. But for Pumbaa, I don't know, I feel like he's gonna be my bestie. I don't know, I think he'd be fun to have running around. I know there was a rumor at one point saying that Nala and Simba were going to be together and you couldn't separate them. And I'm wondering if there was any truth to that. Maybe. If they were thinking about doing it with Timon and Pumbaa. Because to me, I thought the duo that made the most sense was Woody and Buzz. But I think Timon and Pumbaa would still be kind of cool to have together. Jafar is already kind of confirmed. We've seen his shadow teased in the game, but I do forget that out of all of these characters, he is the most confirmed. He's coming out most likely the soonest. I love Eve. I'm excited for her to be here. I thought she would have been released a lot earlier, but I understand having to save good characters for later in the game too, but she's a queen. I feel like me and Ralph will probably be friends. We kind of already seen him teased in the early trailers too, and we already have Vanellope, so I feel like he's a pretty safe bet to see soon. Cinderella has been rumored and is in the early trailer. I picked this image from Wreck-It Ralph because I feel like it fits the vibe of this one from the trailer the best, and I feel like we're gonna be besties. I love Monsters Inc. I'm pretty hyped for Sully to join. He is also in the early trailer. Mike is not though. I don't think they would add Sully in the game without also adding Mike in, but who knows. I think me and Sully will be besties, and I think me and Mike will be friends. If you would have asked me a year ago, I would have ranked these probably a lot differently, especially for her. I was so hyped for her and Minnie to be besties together, and now I'm just kind of like, okay, she's on the boat and that's where she stays, I guess. So since I forget about her now, she's an oh yeah. I feel like Jasmine will be absolutely serving. I picked this image from Wreck-It Ralph again because I thought it would be most like how she would be in the game, kind of like Cinderella. But she's gonna be a queen, we're gonna be friends, and I'm gonna love her. Originally, I forgot to add the Forgotten, which is ironic, but I'm gonna put them in friends because I hope soon enough they'll be able to be buddies with us. This is my Disney Dreamlight Valley character rankings for confirmed and unconfirmed characters. Two characters I wanted to add to this list, but there's not really any evidence or Easter eggs to show proof of them actually joining the game, is Maymay from Turning Red and Baymax from Big Hero 6. Both of these characters I think would have really fun friendship quests and rewards, and also both of these characters could have two different forms. I also asked my husband if he wanted to participate in the tier list because I was interested in how someone would rank these characters having never played the game but seeing their in-game design. One of my favorite comments he made while ranking Scrooge was, "He's worse than Jeff Bezos." Okay, that's everything. Thank you so much for watching me rank these Disney Dreamlight Valley characters. I had a fun time. I hope you had a fun time. And now for the weird part. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out other videos on my channel. I will see you guys later. Bye!